What's going on, everybody? I'm Coach Mike, and this is Strength Coach Thoughts podcast and YouTube channel. So, welcome and thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for giving me your time to listen to what thoughts I have and a little bit more about me. So, what this channel is going to be about, I'm going to present various topics that have been brought to me, and various questions that have been brought to me throughout my coaching career from athletes of all different levels, right? So, this will potentially have guest speakers. I have a few guests that have shown interest in coming on this podcast and kind of presenting their perspectives on some things that I have brought to them, and they'll also present topics that maybe they want my opinion on. So um, I'll also potentially include weightlifting technique and like compilation like videos on the YouTube channel, but we'll see. We'll see where that goes. So, who am I? Who am I to be talking to you and kind of presenting this kind of material on this channel? Currently, I am a strength and conditioning coach in the tactical setting for the U.S. Air Force Special Warfare Program here in San Antonio, Texas. I am also a part-time assistant strength coach with UTSA. I currently assistant weightlifting coach for the Attitude Nation Barbell Club. It's John North's team for those of you in the weightlifting world, as well as an athlete on that team. So I also compete in weightlifting with John on the Attitude Nation Barbell team. I currently hold certifications through the NSCA, the ACSM, Precision Nutrition, USA Weightlifting, Stronger Experts, Running the Gambit, CSCS, Tactical Strength Conditioning, exercise physiologist, exercise medicine, USA Weightlifting Level 2, Precision Nutrition Level 1, Stronger Experts Weightlifting certification. So a lot of varying certifications that don't necessarily mean a whole lot in the strength and conditioning world because we all have them. So my education. So I'm finishing up my doctorate in kinesiology. I have my master's degree also in kinesiology, focused in testing and human performance. I have my undergraduate degree in exercise science through John Carroll University in Cleveland, Ohio. In addition to that, I was a paramedic, and before that, I was in the Marine Corps. So that's kind of onto my next point here of what led me into S&C, right? So throughout high school, I was three sport athlete. I was always, gym class. I would go off to the weight room and just lift weights instead of play gym. Um, I was always involved with the weight room or lifting weights in some capacity, right? So then I joined the Marine Corps. Obviously, I did tactical fitness, which a lot of running, a lot of calisthenics, a lot of nonsense like that. Still tried to sneak away to the weight room when I could, but even then, it was kind of frowned upon in my unit to be lifting weights just because we had to run and calisthenics and stuff like that. So I unfortunately suffered a knee injury, which led to medical discharge from the Marines. And kind of that whole medical process I went through was what led me into the medical field to begin with, because it was atrocious. It was terrible medicine. Those of you that have been in the military know exactly what I'm talking about, how terrible the medical system is in the military. But yeah, basically, once I was, basically what they told me was my time in service was short. Like my time to recover was longer than my time in service left. So there's the door. Have a nice life. And that was back in 2014. So after that, I went to EMT, the paramedic route, did all that stuff for a couple years. Had some issues happen that I just decided the first responder wasn't really for me. I wasn't really worth or willing to lose my life over it. To, if I'm being frank, it wasn't worth me dying to, you know, do that kind of work. So I enrolled in school. Started. I was already going to nursing school. I switched over to John Carroll for exercise science and decided to pick up football after a 7-year hiatus from football. Worked out about as well as most of you are thinking it did. I was pretty decent at scout team, but that's about as far as it went. All the while, though, my strength coach for school kind of pulled me aside. I was a little bit older, going through college at that time, and kind of pulled me aside and talked me into basically working under him as a undergraduate GA for the school, which is what I ended up doing. So, my senior, my rest of my junior year, my senior year, I spent working for my strength coach at both the university and at his private facility while finishing my degree up. So that was my start into strength and conditioning, as well as doing some personal training at the school's rec gym on the side. So I got a taste of both worlds there, the personal training world and the strength world. Definitely enjoying the strength world way more than the personal training world. So after that, I got a job at a private facility in Ohio. Worked there up until COVID happened, which shut down for a while. And then when the gym reopened, we went our separate ways with the gym, which then moved me out to North Dakota for a high school program. So basically, I was told the school had no program, and it was my job to start up a strength and conditioning program for the school and the athletics and PE and all that stuff. So I spent 2 years there doing that, where I got to work with the Bismarck Bucks professional football team up in Bismarck, North Dakota. And then from there, I got introduced to the tactical world. I moved to North Carolina at Fort Bragg with the 82nd Airborne, with the H2F program there. And I worked there for a year before moving out here to San Antonio, where I currently work with the Air Force Special Warfare program. So, yeah, that is my long and kind of convoluted adventure into strength and conditioning and through strength and conditioning. So, I hope that this channel serves as an educational uh, route, as well as a good discourse, good discussion, good debate channel where we can go in the comment section, or we can have discussions through this medium. I can bring different people on, do some live stuff, kind of explore what the YouTube, Spotify, whatever capabilities are as I move forward. So, if you've enjoyed this, if you look forward to these episodes, make sure you like the video. Leave a comment down below about maybe some ideas or topics you'd like me to explore, and also subscribe with the notifications on to know when I post episodes.